if it is 5, it becomes, no, if it is 5, it becomes 2. 5 and 2 LCM is not 40. So if it is x is 5, then x plus 3 becomes 8. 8 and 5, both are LCM is 40. 8 5 times, 5 8 times. So numerator becomes 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. So x plus 3 is equal to 8. Answer third option. Otherwise you have to solve this quadratic equation, which is time taking. Next, 42. The diameter of a wheel is 35 meters. How many revolutions will it take to cover a distance of 2090 meters? You are asked about number of revolutions. So 2090 divided by perimeter. Perimeter in the sense 2 pi r. You are given diameter, so it will be pi d. 22 by 7. 7 comes to numerator, into diameter is 35. 7 how many times? 5 times. 22 5 times 110. 110 and 0 both gets cancelled. So you need to divide this number with 11. 11 19 times. Next, 43. In an examination, a student scores 3 marks for every correct answer and loses 2 marks for every wrong answer. If he attempted 60 questions and obtained 85 marks, how many questions did he attempted correctly? Right, number of questions got attempted correctly. Let it be x. And questions were given wrong answer becomes 60 minus 6. Each question which got correct carries 3 marks. So total obtained marks from x correct questions is 3x, and the one which given wrong answer carries 2 negative marks. So out of 60 minus 6 wrong questions, then it is subtract 2 into 60 minus 6 question, and total number of marks in the exam is given as 85. If you solve it, you will get your answer. This is one way. The other way is reverse method. As you are asked about how many questions did he corrected, let it be there are no questions which were given correct answer. Babu, try adi. Very better. Right. The other way is reverse method. So out of 60 questions, there are few questions which were answer and were given wrong answer. A question which was given correct answer carries 3 marks, positive marks, and which is given wrong answer carries 2 negative marks. It asked about how many questions were given correct. In reverse method we will take there are no questions which were given correct answer. So all were given wrong answer. So each wrong answer carries 2 negative marks, and like that you have 60 questions, 62 is 120. So you have to lose 120 marks, so that is minus 120. Instead of that, number given in question is 85. So instead of getting negative 120 marks, number question given in question is 85. What is difference between these two numbers? 205. Minus 120 to positive number 85, difference is 205. So there is a difference of 205 marks here. Why is this? Because there are few questions which were given correct answer, but we have converted that particular question to question given wrong answer. So instead of getting positive 3 marks, we are getting negative 2 marks. So difference between these two is 5 marks. So if you convert one question from correct answer to wrong answer, you'll have to lose 5 marks. So for 5 marks, that says one question, and difference in total is 205 marks. 205 is equal to how much? Divided by 5, 41 questions. 5 divided by 5, 1. 205 divided by 5, 41. Either you have to solve the linear equation or reverse method. I prefer reverse method. But one should be able to understand the difference between 3 and minus 2, and then 85 and then minus 120. Next, 44. The sum of two numbers is equal to 34 and their product is equal to 285. What is the bigger number? Now, sum of two numbers is equal to 34 and the product is given as 285. This is enough to answer this question. As your last digit is 5, one of your numbers should end with 5. Yes or no? Right. If it is 16, because you doesn't know whether bigger number is ending with 5 or smaller number is ending with 5. So, if it is 16, as sum of two numbers is 34, out of this if one of the number is 16, will the other number ends with 5? This cannot be the answer. If it is 15, sum of numbers is 34, one of the number is 15, the other number is 19. Yes or no? So our numbers are 15 and then 19. You are asked about bigger number, 19 is your answer, 13. Otherwise you can verify product of two numbers condition also. 15 19 times, 15 10 times, 19 10 times, and then 19 5 times. So 19 10 times is 190, and 19 5 times is 95, value 285, satisfied. Hence numbers are 15 and 19. It asks about bigger number, 19 is right answer. Right? Next, 45. Two types of rice were mixed in the respective ratio 5:4. The mixture was then sold at 57.20 per kg to gain a profit of 30%. If the price of the first variety is 36 rupees per kg, what is the price of second variety? One thing, taking 5 kgs and then 4 kgs respectively were mixed in the respective ratio 5:4 they said. So 5 kgs of first quantity and 4 kgs of second quantity. Take them, then total you have 9 kgs of variety. Total price becomes 9 into mixture was sold at a price of 57.2. So 9 into 57.2 rupees you'll get from the mixture. First variety is 36 rupees and you have 5 kgs there. Second variety is 4 kgs and you need to calculate the price here. Left hand side you have cost price and right hand side you have selling price. By selling it for 57.2 rupees, there is a profit of 30%. 30% profit in the sense 130% of the cost price. So 130% of cost price is equal to selling price. solve it, you will get x value. This is one way. The other way is using alligation. If you want to use alligation, first variety price is given as 36 rupees and the second variety is not given. You need to calculate this value, and when you mix it, this is sold. Mixer is sells at a price of 57.2 rupees and thereby gain 30%. So here this value is selling price. You need to convert it to cost price and then you have to use cost price and then go for alligation, and which is in the respective ratio 5:4. Hence it is 5 parts and then this is 4 parts. From then you can calculate here this value. Now by selling it for 57.2 rupees, there is a profit of 30%. So 130% is equal to 57.2. This is selling price. And now you need to calculate cost price, which is 100%. One thing is you can go for cross multiplication or horizontal comparison or vertical comparison. But my point is here it increases by 30%. 30% ends with 0.2. So 10% should end with 0.4. Yes or no? If 10% ends with 0.4, 100% ends with 4. So 100% should end with 4. 130% is in 50s. 100% should be in less than that. Hence it will be in 40s. 44, 100%. Otherwise you can verify. 10% is 4.4. 30% is 4.4 into 3. That is 13.2. 44 plus 13.2 is 57.2. Satisfied? Yes or no? Right. Otherwise you have to go for cross multiplication. Here 30%, there is a difference of 30% here. 30% is ending with 0.2. So 10% should end with 0.4. 100% should end with 4. Hence last digit is 4. 130% is in 50s. And now we need 100% which is less than this. Hence value will be definitely less than 50s. So let's take 44. And verify 30% increase. And it is 57.2. Hence mixer is 44. Cost price. What is difference between these two numbers? 8. If 4 parts is equal to 8, 5 parts is equal to 10. And based on allegation rule, this number must be more than one of the number and less than one of the number, right? As this is more than 36, this must be less than this number. So here this value must be equal to 54. You are asked about cost price of the second item. It looks like simple one because you have only one equation, but to get x value you will have to solve many numbers. I don't prefer this. Allegation is the best method for this. Next. A bag of fruits was distributed among 4 students P, Q, R, S. P took 3/7 of the fruits and Q took 1/4 of the remaining fruits. And the remaining fruits were equally distributed among R and S. What fraction of fruits did R get? What is importance of these two numbers? Fractions. So how do we eliminate fractions? Taking LCM of denominators. Denominator is 7 and it is 4. Total value 28. So let's fix total number of fruits in the basket is 28. And P gets 3/7. 1/7 of this number is 4. 3/7 is 12. Remaining 16. Q took 1/4 of the remaining. 1/4 of remaining 16 is 4. And still you have 12. And R and S are getting equal number of fruits. So each gets 6. And you are asked about what fractional part of total number of fruits is R getting. R is getting 6 fruits out of 28. 6 out of 28 is 3/14. Not exactly this question. Anywhere in aptitude, if we have fractions, we will try to eliminate it. We have discussed so many times. Yes or no? Next. 47. 15 men can complete a piece of work in 8 days. 3 days after they started working, 3 more men joined them. How many more days will they now able to complete the remaining work? So 15 men can complete the total work in 8 days. They started working for how many days? 3 days. So 3 days work is over out of 8 days. The remaining work is for 5 days. So 15 men need to work for 5 days. This is what remaining work with us. What happened after 3 days? 3 more men joined. So there will be only 18 people now. Already we have 15. And if 3 people join, you'll have 18 people. 18 people can do it in how many days? Cancellation with the 3. 5 times and then 6 times. So 6 goes to left hand side, becomes 25 by 6, which is 4, 1 by 6. The height of the triangle is equal to the perimeter of the square, whose diagonal is 12 root 2. Perimeter, whose diagonal is 12 root 2. Diagonal in the sense root 2a, root 2 gets cancelled and a is equal to 12. If a is equal to 12, side is equal to 12, perimeter is 4a, which is 12 into 4, 48. And the height of the triangle is equal to 48. And the base of the triangle, base of the same triangle is equal to the side of the square, whose area is 1024. This is 32 square. So base is equal to 32. And you are asked about what is the area of the triangle. That is half BH, half BH. How many times? 16 times. Last digit verification. 6 into 8, 48. Ends with 8. How many options are ending with 8? Only one. 768. Final answer. Mr. Sethi's monthly income is 46,800 and an entire year. This is monthly and this is yearly. Be careful. He spends 28% of his annual salary on groceries, 15% on repairs and 8% he pays to his servant. If half of the remaining amount he invests in fixed deposits, what is the amount invested by him in the fixed deposit? It asks about amount invested in fixed deposit. This is per year. Per month it is 46,800. Yearly it is into 12. This is total income. Now, out of total income, 28% is spent already here. 28 and then 15. 43 and then 8. 51. 15% is over. Remaining 49%. Out of remaining, half of the amount is invested in fixed deposit. And you are asked about amount invested in fixed deposit. That will be half of 49% of this amount. Yes, sir. 2 zeros cancel. 2 how many times? 6, 8 times. Now I am trying last digit verification. 6, 8 times, 48. Last digit 8. 8, 9 times, 72. Last digit 2. Answer ends with 2. Fourth option. Next, 50th. A certain amount was invested in scheme A, which offers simple interest. If the simple interest obtained after 5 years from the scheme A will be equal to the amount invested. Amount invested is always 100%. Yes or no? Principal is 100% and you are getting 100% simple interest after 5 years. So, interest obtained in 5 years is 100%. Per year that will be 20%. So, rate of interest is 20%. What will be the simple interest percentage per annum obtained from scheme B when 500 rupees are invested for 2 years at the same rate of interest as offered by scheme A? And now you know that scheme A offers 20% simple interest in 2 years, 40%, and you need to calculate 40% of this number. 10% is 50, 40% is 200. Third option answer. Is it clear, everyone? Next, Arunika bought some articles and sold half of them at 16,638 rupees, thereby making a profit of 18%. So 16,638 rupees is what? Selling price. Selling price. He sells the article for 16,638 and gain 18% on it. So if it is 18% profit, selling price becomes 118%. So half of the articles were sold, remaining half we have. As we have equal quantity here, you don't need to worry about it. Now, at what price should she sell the rest of them so he has to earn a total profit of 25%? So you have two parts here. Overall you are expecting 25% profit. So if you get 25% on this item and 25% profit on this item, that will be equal to 25% of the total. Yes or no? Clear everyone? Right. So, but first half is sold at a profit of 18%. But we need 25%. So how much extra you need here? 7%. So you need this 7% from the second item only. As they both are equal quantities here, half item and this is half item. 25% is required on this, and to compensate the first one to make 25% from 18%, you need 7% from this item only. Yes or no? 25 plus 7, 32. So you need to sell the remaining goods at a profit of 32%. So that becomes 132%. Yes or no? You have 8, ends with 8 into 1 or into 6. 2 into 1, answer ends with 2. In both the cases it ends with 2 only, right? Answer 18,612. Otherwise unnecessarily you have to go for cross multiplication, or using this you need to calculate 100% and then again raise it to 132%. Waste of your time. Next, Raj is older than Simran by 5 years. So difference of their ages is 5 years. When is that? Anytime. Anytime age difference should be equal to 5. 2 years from now, the respective ratio between Raj and Simran age will be equal to 4:3. So after 2 years, Raj and Simran ages are in the ratio 4:3, and it is 4 parts and then 3 parts. And at this time also age difference should be equal to 5 years. So that is equal to 1 part. 1 part is 5. 3 parts 15. And you are asked to calculate Simran's age after 13 years. After 13 years in the sense, Simran will be 15 years after 2 years. From here to make it 13, again you need to add 11. Add 11 here, 26. Previous question you can even go for answer to question. You are asked about Simran's age after 13 years, and after 2 years Raj age and Simran age's ratio is given as 4:3. So from 13, after 13 years to age after 2 years, how many years you need to subtract? 11 years, right? So you are asked to calculate Simran's age after 13 years. If you can subtract 11 years from that, that should be equal to 3 multiple. Minus 11? Tell me, minus 11. 31, not a multiple of 3, cannot be your answer. Minus 11, 15 is a multiple of 3, can be your answer. Minus 11, 7, no. Minus 11, 4, no. Minus 11, 25, no. Second option, final answer. But be careful, you have to subtract 11 years because 3 parts is Simran's age after 2 years. age after 2 years and age after 13 years. Difference is only 11 years. When you subtract 11 years from your answer, that should be a multiple of 3. And there is only one such option. If you use that, you need not to write anything. It's only mind calculation, right? 53. The respective ratio of two numbers is 12:17. If the first number is increased by 40%, if it increases by 40%, it becomes 140% of 12 parts. And the second number decreased by 20%, it becomes 80% of 17 parts. PP gets cancelled. You're asked about the ratio. What will be the respective ratio of first number to the second number? Percentage cancel. 20, 7 times, 20, 4 times, 4, 3 times, 21 by 17. First option. Don't try to add 40% of the first number and don't try to subtract 20% of second number. Take the percentages as it is. The people try to calculate 40% of the first number and then they will try to add this. And they will try to take 20% of this and they will try to subtract it. Don't do that. That is waste of your time. If they say 40% increase and 20% decrease, take the percentages as it is. Is it okay? Kalkine smell vastundi. $54. Ram invested total sum 18,000 in two schemes A and B for 2 years. Scheme A offers compound interest compounded annually at the rate of 10% per annum, and Scheme B offers simple interest at the rate of 8% per annum. If the total interest earned by him from both the schemes after 2 years is 3,510, how much money did he invest in Scheme B? Right. So you can go for allegation or reverse method. Totally 18,000 is there. It's divided into two parts. Is given for 2 years. Scheme A offers compound interest at 10% per annum. So that will be 21% here. Scheme B offers simple interest at 8% per annum. So that will be 16%. You're asked to calculate how much money is invested in Scheme B. This is what you're asked about. In reverse method, you can forget about it. So the total money is given for Scheme A, which offers 21%. 21% of this, 10% is 1,800, 20% is 3,600, 1% is 180, total 3,780. 3,780. So if the total money is given for Scheme A, you'll get 3,780 rupees. But the interest given in this case is 3,510. So how much extra we have? 270 rupees extra. Why did we get 270 rupees extra? Because in Scheme B we will get 16%, but instead of that we have converted it to 21%. So thereby increased value by 5%, hence we are getting 270 extra. So 5% is equal to 270, 10% is equal to 540, 100% is equal to 5,400. So this is what invested in Scheme. Reverse method. You can even go for allegation. You can even go for allegation. The total money is given for Scheme A, you will get 21%, which is 3,780. The total money is given for 16%. If the total money is given for 16%, 1% is 180, 16% is 180 into 16. As 180 has 0, you will get 0. And then you need to complete this, 18 into 17, 18 into 16. 17 plus 1, 17 minus 1, 17 square minus 1. 289 minus 1, 288. So that is 288. This is Scheme A interest for 2 years. Scheme B interest for 2 years. When you mix it, you are getting 3510. Go for allegation. Difference is 270 here. Difference is, this is 120 less than 3000 and this is 510 more than 3000. 510, 120, 630. 0, 0 cancel. 9 how many times? 7 times. 9 3 times. So ratio is 7:3. So 7 parts in scheme A, 3 parts in scheme B. Total it is 10 parts. So 10 parts is equal to 18,000. It asked about scheme B MO, which is 3 parts, is equal to how much? If 10 parts is this much, 1 part is 1800. 3 parts is 3 into 1800, which is 5400. The other way is, you can even go for linear equation. You're asked about amount invested in scheme B. Treat it as X. In scheme A, we are going to invest 18,000 minus X. Amount invested in scheme B is X. In scheme A, 18,000 minus X. And from scheme A, you are getting 21% interest. So 21% of this, and from scheme B, you are getting 16%. 21% of scheme A, 16% of scheme B is equal to 3510. Solve this, you will get X value. I don't suggest second method, this method. Allegation is also not preferable. Reverse method is the beautiful method for this. 55. A train 380 meters long takes 36 seconds to cross a man running at a speed of 6 km per hour in the direction opposite to each other. See, if both are moving opposite to each other, we have to take relative speed. When they are moving opposite each other, relative speed becomes S1 plus S2. Right. What is the speed of the train? You are asked about speed of the train. Relative speed is equal to S1 plus S2. Speed of the train S1 plus person is moving with a speed of 6 km per hour. This is speed is equal to distance by time. What is total distance? If it crosses a person, distance travelled in that case becomes train length, which is 380, and in how much time? 36 seconds. So this is meter per second, but left hand side values are in kilometer per hour. So to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, 18 by 5. 18 how many times? 2 5 10. 0 gets cancelled. S1 plus X is equal to 38. So speed of the train is equal to 32 kilometer per hour. Next. Compression rate పెట్టుకోవచ్చు సార్. 56 under root 784. This is 28 square and root both gets cancelled and you'll have 28 here. 28 into 35 plus 351 is equal to x cube. Just a minute. Hardly it is 30. For timing, let's make it 30. 35 times is near about 1000. 1000 plus 300, 1300. What is the cube value which we have in 1000? 11 only, right? What is the cube value which is nearby 1300? 11 cube, 1331. Need not to calculate the entire value also. Don't waste your time. And how much is this? 7 by 3. And this is 15 by 8. And this is 11 by 4 into 4 by 11. Divided by 11 by 4. Convert divided by symbol to multiplication. You have to take inverse of this number. So 11 by 4 becomes 4 by 11. Now, take LCM. 8 3 24. If it is 24, you have 7 by 3 here. 3 how many times is 24? 8. So 7 8, it becomes 56. Here we actually have 15 by 8. 8 how many times is 24? 3 times. So for 15 3 times, 45. 56 minus 45, 11. 11 cancel, 4. 6 times, answer 1 by 6. Next 58. .4 into 6.5. Take 4 times, then we can take 0.4 times. 4 times of this number, double. 6.5 double, 13, double, 26. 4 times is 26. 0.4 times, 2.6. Plus 1.5 into 9.5. 1.5 times. 1 time is 9.5. Half time is 4.75. This is also over. Plus 158.75. Now 0.75, 1.5 plus 0.5. So add 2 here. This becomes 160. Your answer is ending with 0.6. How many are there? Only one. This is also not required. This is enough. After decimal, number after decimal is enough to answer this question. 0.75, 0.75, 1.5, 1.5 plus half, 2, round figure, 0.6. Answer is ending with 0.6 and there is only one option, fourth option. Next 59, 150% of this number. 150%. 100% of this number is 584. 50% is half of this, which is 292 plus 85. Take this value 665 to right hand side, that becomes minus 665. Okay. How much is this? 700 minus 600, 100. You have 1 here. 85 minus 65, 20. So you need to add everything. 6, 18 plus 2, 20 plus 9, 29. So total 296. So now you need to identify 296 forms what percent of this. What about 10%? 148. 20%? Double, 296. So how much percent is this? 20%. Next, 68. 1 2 by 5 divided by 2 by 11. Let's convert this. This becomes 7 by 5, 21 by 10, divided by 21 by 10. You can write it as into 10 by 21. Divided by 9 by 5. You can write it as into 5 by 9. 5 gets cancelled. Can you eliminate 9 from denominator? No. So denominator has to be a multiple of? How many are there? 2. Second option and fifth option. Right. Come on, solve it. 3 times. 10 by 27. Second option. Otherwise, if there is only one 9 multiple in denominator, in options, you need not even complete that. Because you have 2 options here. Second one and fifth one, you are forced to do it. Next 61. Let's multiply numerator and denominator values with 10 cube. 10 cube, it becomes 5 cube, 3 cube. 5 cube, 3 cube. What is 5 cube? 125 minus 3 cube, 27 by 125 by 27. How much is this? 98. And how much is this? 152. Cancellation with 2 only, right? This is 49 and then this is 76. First option. Don't try to use A cube minus B cube formula. A cube minus B cube, how many of you have used it? చెయ్యత్తరుగా నాకు తెలుసు. Next 62. First you need to complete division part. This one and this one. Yes or no? Right. After decimal, how many digits are there? 2. Here also 2. So you can treat this number as 1296 by 54 minus. After decimal, how many digits are there? 4. Here 2. So you can treat it as 48.48 by 6. Right? Now, and the first number is 42.6. 54. 2 times 108. You have 21 and then 6 to 16, which is 4 times. 6. 8 times 0.08. 08, not 8. So after decimal you have 0.6, you can write as 60. 60 minus 0.8, 0.52. Your answer should end with 0.52. How many options are there? Only one, fifth option, final answer. This is perfect integer. Number after decimal is 0.6. You can write as 0.60. 0.60 minus 0.08 ends with 0.52. There is only one option, fifth option. Next, number inside first bracket, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.6 plus 0.06, 0.66 into 0.6, so 0.65. This is 11 multiple, right? Answer should be 11 multiple. Is this 11 multiple? No. Is this 11 multiple? No. Is this 11 multiple? Yes. Can be your answer. Is this 11 multiple? No. Is this 11 multiple? No. No. Only 11 multiple is 0.429. That's final answer. Amma? Kada? Any other method? City. 66 by 100, 65 by 100. 66 into 65 by 10 to the power of 4. What? Product of consecutive numbers. Small number square plus small number. 65 square plus 65 by 10 to the power of 4. 65 square. 25, 42 plus 65 plus 65 42, 90 by 10 to the power of 4. This is equal to 0.4290. Sir, super jepada? No, that is time taking method, right? See, every time try to look for 11 multiples and then 9 multiples. That's the strategy. Every time, any question, you can go back and then you can verify. Every time I am verifying only 11 multiple and 9 multiples. Hardly. నేను ఎప్పటి వరకు నేను ఇన్ని రోజుల్లో నేను మీకు చెప్పిన వాటిల్లో డివిజిబిలిటీ రూల్ కానీ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ రూల్ కానీ చెప్పినవన్నీ కావాలంటే రీకలెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. ఐ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్డ్ ఓన్లీ 11 మల్టిపుల్ అండ్ 9 మల్టిపుల్. దట్స్ ఇట్. ఆ రెండిట్లోనే ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకంటే నేనేం చెప్పేది, మనం రైస్ ఎందుకు తింటాం అంతే, అదంతే. కొన్ని రీజన్స్ దొరకవు, ఆన్సర్స్ వస్తున్నాయా రావట్లేదా, ఈజ్ ఇట్ వర్కింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్, దట్స్ ఇట్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఎ థీరమ్. See, I have already told you 50% of your question papers are main exam papers. If you write 10 papers, 5 are original papers, 5 were created by us, that's it. What is this? అది మాకు తెలుసులేండి, 1000 అనుకుంటామా ఏంటి. What is 877? Last year selections from Hyderabad branch. Did you understand why did I discuss this? ఇందాక అడిగారు కదా వర్క్ అవుతుందా కాదా అని. 11 మల్టిప్లికేషన్ రూల్, 9 మల్టిప్లికేషన్ అంటే ఇది ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్లో వర్క్ అవుతుందా కాదా అని అడిగారు కదా. వర్క్ అవ్వకపోతే ఇన్ని వచ్చాయా? అర్థమైందా? సో మేము చెప్పే వర్క్ అవ్వకపోతే ఈ స్టేజ్లో ఉండేవాళ్ళం కాదు కదా. ఏ సార్ నో. నెక్స్ట్, కమాన్ కమాన్. How much is this? Yes. Divide it by x, take this to right hand side and take 3 to left hand side. That becomes 25 into 12 divided by 16 plus 20.25. And then when 3 comes to left hand side, that becomes 1/3. Yes? 4 3 times? 4 times. 75 by 4. 75 by 4 plus 20.25. For your understanding purpose I am writing, otherwise not required. if you have 80 here, denominator 4 20s 80, 4 19 times 76, this is 1 less than 76, 1 out of 4 in the sense 0.25, so 0.25 less than 19 is equal to 18.75. Add 0.25 here, 19 plus 20, 39 by 3, 13, answer 13, second option. Next, 0.6, 0.3, 0.9 minus x is equal to 0.5 minus 0.4, 0.1. How much should be subtracted from 0.9 to make it 0.1? 0.8. So your answer should end with 0.8. How many are there? Only one. Answer fine. 114.8. Is it okay? See, these are not questions given by me. Someone have written it. ఇవి నేను రాయలేదు కదా, ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ నేను రాశాను అనుకుంటున్నారా? నో, ఎవరో రాశారు, దానికి మనం ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తున్నాం. ఈజ్ అవర్ వే వర్కింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్? దట్స్ వాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు సీ. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? Cancel. How many times? 3 times. 3 how many times? 3, 1, 5, 0, 7. Wait. Don't do that. 3150 2 times. 6300 by 7 900. Did you understand why I have stopped? Next. Look at the last digits. This is 0.085 and 0.910, 0.550. How much is this? 5, 4, 5. 545. How many options are there? 2 are there. Right. You have to calculate. Is there any carry here? Hey, do you have carry or not? Yes. Add 1 here. 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 1. 1 plus 5, 6. Hey, how many options are ending with 6.545? 6 anagane 2 anta. Already that got eliminated. Come on. 3 plus 2. See, for these type of mixed fractions, you will go for first integer addition and then fraction addition. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 minus 4, 1. 3 by 8 minus 1 by 8. 2 by 8 is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. 2 by 4. 2 by 4 means 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Third option. So all base values are 23 and right hand side also you have 23. Anyway, that is a prime number. You cannot convert that. So 2.8 plus 7.2, 10, 13.6. First option. Next, 2.2 into 5.6. Last digit verification will not work. Okay. 2.2 times. 2 times of this number. Come on. 2 times of this number. 11.2. If 2 times of this number is 11.2, 0.22 times will be 1.12. And then you need to add 7.8. 8 or 80. So answer is ending with 0.12. How many are there? Many are there. Do you have carry? Yes. Carry 1. 30.12. First option. Next, 71. What is this? Number of books sold by 5 stores. Number of books sold by 5 stores during 5 months. What is the difference between total number of books sold by store C in April and July together and the total number of books sold by store A in May and June together? Right. So you asked about difference between number of books sold by C in April and July. C in April and July. Is this the same that we have discussed yesterday? Okay. and total number of books sold by store A in May and June. May and June. How much is the sum? 100, 100, 200, 60, 90, 150, 350, plus 12, 362. 362. And then here, 465. 465. 465. How much is difference? 103. 72. If 48% of the total number of books sold by stores A, B, C together in March, A, B, C together in March were academic, how many non-academic books were sold by the same stores together in the same month? So you need to calculate 52%. Yes or no? Right. 52% is 4 multiple. Answer should be 4 multiple. Yes, yes, many are there. 52% of what? Total number of books sold by A, B, C together. 200, 200, 200, 600, 10, 60, 70, 90, and then 10, 90, 10, 100. 100 plus 600, 700. So now you need to calculate 52% of 700. Instead you calculate 700% of 52, which is 7 times of this number. 57 times 350. 7 2 times 14, 364. Next, 73. What is the average number of books sold by store D in March, May, July? March, May, July. This is for store D. March, May, July. It asks about average, right? Wait, you can see every number is in 200s, right? Just take the extra number. 54, 16, 70, 70 plus 77, 147. Now you need to adjust 147 among 3 numbers. We already have 200 here. If you have 150, this is 50. 150 by 3 is 50. This is 3 less, 1 time less. 1 time less than 50 times is 49. So answer 249. Next, 74. What is the respective ratio between total number of books sold by B in June and July together, B in June, July, and E in April, May? April, May. Which one? E. E in April and May. It asks about ratio. 256 and then 176. How much is the total? 432 by 289 and then 227. 516. It asks about ratio. 516. Look at your options. Are they very close to each other? Look at your options. Options are 32, 47, 36, 47, 34, 47, something like that. This value is near about 50. If you want to have 50 from this number, this is divided by 10 or something like that. Divided by 12. Divided by 12. This is because this is not 11 multiple. Divided by 12. 12 how many times? 4 times. 48, 36, 3. 12, 3 times. 36, 92. No, right? 70. 7 times. Which question is this? Hey, agandi. What is difference between numerator and denominator? 68 and then 16. 84. 84. Go for 7. 7 how many times? Odu. Which question is this? 74th question. ఆగండబ్బా ఆగండి 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 ఇంతసేపు వద్దు అసలు. రెండు ఆప్షన్లు ఉన్నాయి. క్యాన్సిలేషన్ విత్ 12 12 3 times 36 72. ఇందాక నేను కరెక్టే చెప్పా, ఎవరో తప్పు చెప్పారు. దిస్ ఈజ్ 6 times and this is 43 times. I am right. మగపిల్లలను చూసి నేర్చుకోవాలి అప్పుడప్పుడు. వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా ఖాళీ ఏమన్నా కామ్గా ఏమన్నా అసలు అన్నారా నన్ను? గొడవ చేసేది మీరే, ఏమన్నా కదా? ఇందాక మనం కరెక్ట్ చేసామా లేదా? మనం కరెక్ట్ చేసామా లేదా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? వీళ్ళకి కుళ్ళయా? ఒకడు బాగుపడుతుంటే చూడలేరు. కమాన్ 75. ఇంకా అయిపోయింది. Number of books sold by store B in April. Store B in April 128 is approximately what percent less than number of books sold by store E in June? Store E in June 210. It asks about what percent less. 128 is how much less than 210? This is 72 less and this is 10 more. 82. And 82 is approximately what percent of 210? This is what your question. Approximately. What about 10%? 21. 20%? 42. 40%? 84. This is very close to that. Answer is approximate to 40%. Yeah, 39. Right? 76 to 80 are number series. Fine.